Reloading journey. The video I'm going to do now wasn't the video I originally set out to do. My original video was going to be on the Frankford Arsenal tumbler, brass juice, how I like to clean my brass, what I found. It went south. So you may have got that from the thumbnail, kind of what happened. For starters, I've ran a lot of brass, not a lot, I mean, we've only been doing this for a month now, but I've ran brass through it and always had great results. You know, 223 came out good. A lot of 9mm. It's always come out really pretty, really shiny. What I did yesterday, not so much. It really just threw me for a loop when I dumped it out and saw it. I didn't know what to think. At first, my first thing, what had happened is I started making the video and it was getting kind of late. I had the tumbler going. It was starting to get dark. The wife wanted to go to dinner. We went out to dinner, came back. It ran for about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, no big deal. It was late. I didn't want to deal with it last night. So I just brought it in, left it all in there. And then this morning, I go to finish the video, go to pour it all out, and it was just what you see. My first thought was it was tarnished. I left it in the brass juice too long. It tarnished the brass somehow. And then once I got to thinking about it and got to looking at it a little bit closer, and I'll put a picture up, it looks like like sandpaper to it. So it dawned on me what happened, and I'll show you the video. When I collect our brass, where we shoot, you're standing on concrete, and then we broom it up off the concrete, and we wind up with, you know, there's a lot of dry, sandy, gritty stuff that comes with it. And normally I would pour it, you know, filter it all out, but I didn't think there was that much, which there was. I mean, it was 750 rounds, or about 750 rounds of 9mm and 100 rounds of 223. But when I was pouring it in, I didn't really see that going in. It was inside the cases, and then whenever I got to the end, I saw some of it going in, and I stopped. But there was a lot in there, and I should have caught it. I should have thought about that, but I was more concerned with trying to make the video and stuff. And even whenever I went in and I added the water, I was trying to get it to stop leaking on one side, and I turned it over, and then when I brought it back and I opened it, I'll show you the video where there was just a goop of that gritty stuff, but it didn't dawn on me. So essentially the stuff got sandblasted or you know, just gritted up. I mean, this is how bad it was. That's how these end caps are supposed to look. That's how mine looks now. So I don't see it being an issue. I'm going to go ahead and load some of it. I don't see it being an issue. I mean, I tried measuring it compared to a regular, and the wall doesn't seem to be any smaller. The only issue I can see is, you know, like running, one thing I found when running steel, and I ran thousands of it in 9mm, 223 when we used to shoot, when I lived in Vegas, I used to shoot 2 or 3 times a week. We'd go through thousands of rounds, just plinking, tannerite, just oddball stuff, nothing precision, so I didn't care so much about having a super accurate round. I just wanted something that was cheap. And the only thing I found is, you know, a lot of times these are not real smooth and they kind of rub. There's more friction between them. So the brass is very smooth. So as it's pulling out of the magazine or going into your rifle or your pistol, it might. I've never had an issue with, or very seldom, I mean, I can't say never, but you know, very seldom that I have an issue with this not loading the next round or pulling around. But that's the only thing. That's what this feels more like, is a steel casing rather than a nice slick brass casing. You can feel that little bit of grit between them because it's not a smooth surface anymore. I'll put up some pictures kind of showing the difference, but I did notice, and I'll put up a picture that inside and that's what got me really thinking about it, was the inside of the casing is still shiny. You know, and I was thinking, well, if it's tarnished, then it should have tarnished the inside if it was just from sitting in the cleaning solution. And that's what made me look at more. And then I zoomed in, you can kind of see the little pits and stuff. So just lesson learned. It was my fault. Learned a lesson. Always just, and normally I would on the other ones I did, but making the video I was just kind of going through it. But anyways, that's all I got. You know, just lesson learned, and that's kind of what I thought about just throwing that video out. But you know what? That's what this channel is about for me, at least. Is just kind of my learning, you know, and maybe that someone else seeing this will make them take that extra step and make sure they pour out any of that excess dirt and stuff before they tumble it. Most people might figure that out as common sense on their own, but if this helps one person, great. Lesson learned, and that's what this is all about. So love to hear your comments in the comment section. Tell me what an idiot I am or whatever, but that's that. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and try loading it. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I'll let you know what I find out, you know, if I have any problems with it, shooting it, loading it, or anything. And that'll be another video, and then I'll do another video of the actual cleaning and stuff in the future. All right, thanks.